Welcome to another episode of Vaughan is Local. I'm happy that we have today with us Anissa and Summer from Empire Eyewear. Thanks for
Hi.
coming.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for being on. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your business?
Go ahead. You can go ahead. So I'm Anissa and this is Summer. And together we built Empire Eyewear. And then
Yes, Empire Eyewear is our baby, and both of us have been in the business since we were 16 years old. So that was a very, very long time ago. And we decided 2 years ago that we're going to open up our own practice, having worked for many other offices. We decided that, you know what, we want to do things our way. We want to focus more on certain aspects that we feel more important, like patient care. And so we decided, okay, you know what, let's not wait around. We're just gonna go for it and take the plunge. And that's how Empire was born.
That's awesome. That takes a lot of guts. Good for you.
Yeah, we didn't know what we signed ourselves up for.
No idea.
Yeah, we kind of just went head in, I guess you want to say, and we're just kind of figuring things out as we go along.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's the best way to do it, right?
yes, because I think if we'd known, we probably would not have taken the
Yes, exactly.
we didn't know.
And you can get over that initial should we or shouldn't we, then now it's just go, 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 right?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's right. Yes.
It's been as weird a time as ever for everybody for the last little bit.
Yeah.
So, if you can't
Definitely.
prepare yourself for starting the business and you got into it, then you're hopefully, and you've made it to where we are right now. Like, how has the last few months been treating your business?
It's been actually okay now. Now we're back into normal routine eye exams and routine eye care. So it's been really good to get back into the flow. Obviously, COVID had disrupted, I think, everybody's lives. So even with us, especially because we just started our business, we're under 2 years old, Empire Eyewear. So for us, it took a little hit. But like I said, we're lucky that we live in Canada. We live in a great country where we were able to get some help and funding and things to get us going again, and we could rehire all our staff again. So we've been fortunate in that sense. So we're really happy to be open. We're really happy to be practicing again and doing what we do best.
That's awesome. And were you included in the phase 2 or the phase 1 reopening?
We were included in between phase 1 and phase 2.
Okay.
It was a little different with us with our college because we also do emergency appointments as well. So I think we were kind of always working during COVID, but it was more phone triage we were doing or helping people that way, video calling. And then where we could, if we had to come in on a very emergency, very critical basis, we would come in and see the patient. So finally, our college decided to let us back in and practice again fully. And that was, I think, the end of May, like the last week of May, we were allowed to start.
Yeah, that's when we started to kind of not go back to normal, but see people that had problems that were not emergency, but still problems that needed to be seen sooner. So we kind of slowly got back into it.
Great. So I jumped right into COVID, which is such an impolite way to start. But why don't you tell us a bit about, you've mentioned a lot of the stuff that you've been doing, but what is Empire all about, and what sorts of people come to see you?
So we are optometrists, and so we do eye exams. We do comprehensive eye exams for seniors, children, diabetics, you name it. We see everything. And we also sell glasses. So we sell eyeglasses, sunglasses, we do contact lenses, so we do multiple.
We do laser consults.
Yes, we do laser consultations as well, if anyone's interested in that. So we do quite a bit of different things here as well. So our patient base is from babies up until seniors, so we see everything.
Nice. Very good. And
Yes.
what do you find most, do you find like there's a common theme or like any suggestions you would have for people to make sure they're taking care of their eyes? I know like
Absolutely.
screens is a big issue, probably technology.
Definitely. And with COVID, we've had so many patients, obviously everyone's been on the screen being at home, right? So we've had a lot of issues with patients being on the computer screen and their eyes are tired, sore. So definitely we recommend anyone for those sort of symptoms to come in for an eye exam. But our eyesight is one of the most precious gifts we have. So we take it for granted because we see people who come in and they've never had an eye exam and they're like in their 30s and we're like, you've never had an eye checkup before. So yeah, and it takes us by surprise because that's the one thing that if you lose that sense, it's terrible, right? So you got to really take care of that. So we always recommend regular routine eye care. Even if you don't think something's wrong, we still say come by, take a look, because you never know what we may find that you don't know about.
Yeah. So what is the rule of thumb now? I know, is it different for kids and adults in terms of frequency?
Yes, that's right.
So for adults between 20 and 64, it's recommended every 2 years if everything is healthy. Obviously, if there are any health issues, then we're like, if they're diabetic or if there's any other health issues going on, then we do see them every year. Children below 20 are covered under OHIP for a free eye exam, and they're covered once a year. So even if you don't feel that your kids are having any issues or they're not, you know, if you feel like they're fine, it's always still good to get their eye health check. And in fact, a lot of kids who get glasses, their parents don't know that they need glasses. So that's why it's good for them to get checked so it doesn't interfere with their learning. And then anyone over 65 is covered through OHIP once a year as well. So that's usually the frequency is every 2 years for adults and once a year for children and seniors.
And diabetics.
And diabetics. Yeah.
Diabetics as well.
Got it. So what made you decide to get into this industry and this business?
So we've been doing this since we were in our teens, actually. We didn't know each other when we were in our teens, but Summer's always been involved in going to like optician shows and things like this. So she's been involved. I've been in this industry because my family was in the industry. So I've kind of always been in that limelight where I wanted to do this, and she wanted to always do this too. So it just was natural for us to want to get into it. And this field allows us to help people in different ways as well. So that was a big thing too. She's a giver, so am I. So as much as we can, we try to help our community and our people as much as we can. So this was like the perfect industry for us. It's flexible for us as well. It's great. You know, if we need to take time off, we can. But then being an entrepreneur, you can do things around what you need to do around your schedule. So that's always helpful.
It's a great career to get into.
Very good
I
career,
think
yeah.
if you have family, and I mean, I have a 7-year-old at home, and I have the flexibility to choose my own hours. You know, and I can basically just the flexibility alone is great.
Yeah, that's part of the reason we got into real estate too. So we definitely connect with that. Yeah, that's a nice thing.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's similar in that sense.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, I mean, I can see you've got the equipment, some of the equipment behind you there.
Yeah, there you go.
So you're in our testing room.
You're in the examination room at the moment.
If only it could be done, if that could be done virtually, that would be very cool. But I just like look really close at the camera.
I think we've tried with COVID, but nothing beats being inside the eye exam room and using equipment straight. Yeah.
Right. So how is that working now? Like, obviously, I want to say the toughest is behind us, but it's still a new world we're in right now. So what can people expect when they have to book an appointment or when they come in to have an exam?
That's a great question.
So basically, due to COVID, we have had to book appointments now for even someone coming in to choose glasses. We've had a lot of people just kind of walk in before to like have a browse. So even now for our browse, if we have people in the store, we'd like to space it out so there's less, so we're practicing social distancing. So that's kind of, it's not as flexible where you can just walk in. So we do have to book the appointments for you to do that. But on the flip side of it, we're able to give you our undivided attention. So it's kind of worked out that now when the patients book, they like the fact that we can spend that time and really help them choose the right pair of glasses, really give them they deserve. So, something good did come out of it, I guess.
And also obviously wearing masks.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. Everyone has to wear masks for protection. But yeah, that's the biggest thing.
We do clean like all our surfaces, in between patients. That's also the reason why we've had to space things out. So we give that time in order to clean things thoroughly.
Anything,
So that's how our business has changed, but I don't see it as a negative. I see it as a positive.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's you said brows, and I was thinking, do you also do brows? When someone comes in for a browse.
You don't want us to do your brows, trust me.
We're not talented in that area. Definitely don't want that.
I wish you were, because I need mine desperately.
We wish too.
I wouldn't know from that.
So what separates Empire Eyewear from all the other businesses out there?
That's a good question. Us?
Yeah, I think
I think most people who open their own optical store, everybody has their own uniqueness they bring with them to the store. For me and Summer, our main goal was to be an eye care provider, but a holistic eye care provider. We don't just talk about your glasses and give you a prescription and walk away. We want you to understand and educate you and talk to you about what your eye conditions are, what is your prescription like, how you can make your eyes better, how you can make your health better. So, because if your health is good, your eyes are good. It's all connected. Our whole body is connected. So we don't just talk about your eyes and walk you out. We try to give you a whole holistic approach on everything. And I think that's a different spin from what we've noticed in our own practice versus what we've seen outside too. I think it's getting more common to do it now, but I feel like this is the thing that really drove us to open our own in the first place, was that we could just do things the way we wanted to do and practice the way we wanted to practice and give our patients that time and understanding that we can't always get when we're in someone else's store.
Yeah.
That's really good. I mean, I felt in my own experience, it's always very mechanical. I go to the eye doctor and it's, okay, you're good. See
And
you.
that's the feedback we get a lot of the time. That is the feedback we get, that they're like, oh, it's my last eye exam was really quick, or I didn't understand anything. And so we try to take the time to go through all the questions the patients have, you know, even bring up things the patients didn't even think about, you know, trying to give them an idea as well. So education is key for us. That's the main thing, is to educate our patients as well.
Yeah.
And also we like to make them feel at home. We
Yeah.
like for them to be comfortable. You know, for some people, having an eye exam is a scary thought. It's like going to a dentist for some people. So we want to make them feel comfortable in our chair. We want to make them feel comfortable outside as they're choosing glasses. We give honest opinions. Like if something is not looking nice on you, we're not going to let you, you know, pick a frame that's not going to look nice, because they're our advertisement. That's why, like, we treat our patients like our family.
That's great.
That's really good. So from an education perspective, all I've ever heard is eating carrots is good for my eyesight. Is that a myth, or is that real?
No, it's actually true. Carrots are really important. There's vitamin A in there, retinoids in there, which is very good for the eyes. But obviously, you don't have to overdo it. There are so many other fruits and vegetables that are great for your eyes.
Okay,
So anything,
Yeah.
that's the only one. Yeah, that's the common one. But I mean, anything with vitamin C. So oranges are good. Kiwi is good. You know,
Colored peppers are good.
Yeah.
Kale, spinach.
Anything with a nice dark color to it is great. Berries, they're great. So blueberries, cherries, these kind of things. Anything with a nice color to it is great for your eyes.
And again, it goes all back to the holistic approach, where if you're taking care of your body, your eyes will automatically be taken care of, you know. But if you don't have a healthy lifestyle, then eventually your eyes will catch up as well. And, you know, there will be issues later down the line. So,
and sometimes we catch that even before the patient notices that there's a body change. We can see it in their eyes. So then we have to send them to their family doctor from there as well, right? So that's the other thing. When people come for an eye exam, they're not aware of that we can pick up stuff that they have no idea what's going on with themselves.
Yeah.
So is it possible to, I mean, I'm assuming yes from what you're saying, but can you catch something and reverse a negative effect before the eyesight goes? Or when somebody's on the wrong road, is it almost a tough thing to reverse?
Sometimes you can catch things. It depends what it is, right? But sometimes there isn't really a side effect in the eyes, but we could tell that something's happening in your health too. For example, we can pick up cholesterol, we can pick up blood pressure, diabetes.
We can pick up
brain tumors. Yeah, that's a good one we picked up.
Multiple sclerosis.
Yeah.
Really?
Colon cancers can be picked up in the eye. Autoimmune diseases like arthritis, lupus,
any sort of colitis.
There's a lot of things that can be seen in the eye that people don't know that we can see. So that's why it's so important to get your health check, or your eye check, even if you think you have really good vision. There could be other things going on.
Yeah, that's a really good point. Didn't think about that before.
No.
I'd be like, every 2 years, I'm in.
At least we've convinced you that's a good start.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So where can we find you? Where are you located?
So we're located right across Colossus Movie Theater in the new condos that they built at Highway 7 in Weston.
Okay.
So we're on the second floor of the commercial towers that they've built here.
Okay.
And we are actually facing on the Weston Road. So if you're driving down Weston and you see the condos, you can see our sign just on the outside there as well.
Nice. Very
Awesome.
good.
Great.
And then
And
social
we
media.
have free parking. Yeah.
What's that? Free parking?
And we have free parking.
Yes, so the building has
good.
free parking as well. Yeah.
That's good. No, it's
So, oh yes, we do have social media. We have Instagram, a Facebook account. We do have a YouTube channel. We're not as active on that. We're going to be probably putting some more things on that as well. But our Instagram, I feel like, is our main source of social media for us. And we have our website, yeah, and our website as well.
perfect. And what's your social handle?
Oh yeah. So for Instagram, it's empire.eyewear.
Okay.
And for Facebook, it's just Empire Eyewear.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Very good.
We're gonna, it's flashing all around the screen right now.
Yeah. We'll make sure.
Yeah.
So if you're not following, follow.
Yeah.
Yes, please follow.
Please join the Empire.
Yes, that's our
Join
that's
us.
our hashtag.
Hashtag join the empire.
Join
Exactly.
the Empire.
So as you build your empire, like you said, you're 2 years in. This
Yes.
last 3 months, we're just going to count that as not included in anything.
Yes, 2020 is a write-off.
Yeah.
So this location, has it been where you've been for 2 years, or is this fresh because the
Yeah,
building is pretty
This
new?
is our
So-
very first store that we've opened together. So this
okay,
is
because
this
that
is our
building
first-
is like it opened with you, I guess, right? Because that's a pretty new
Yeah,
building.
yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, we're one of the first tenants to kind of open up in here as well. Yeah.
So what's the future going to bring for Empire? How's the Empire going to grow in the future years?
We're hoping it will grow. So
So we're hoping that, through word of mouth from our patients, that we are able to build up our clientele. We do want to be more involved in the community in the future. COVID's really put a damper on that, but we really like to get out there and be involved in the community. So that's kind of our next sort of goal, I guess.
Great.
And yeah, that's basically what we're working on right now. And then hopefully maybe you might see this is our baby number 1. Maybe if things go well, you'll see baby number 2.
hopefully,
That would be awesome.
Great. Well, we're excited. I mean, I'm very likely going to visit you soon
Yes.
because I think
And
I'm
our kids.
I think I'm due. Our kids are due. We're due.
Yeah, our kids are September, I think. So we'll be there in September.
amazing. Perfect.
Sure.
That sounds
Yeah.
great.
Same as that year. Can people book appointments on your website, or do they call you?
Yes, you can book on our website. You can even direct message us on Instagram as well, even on Facebook. So a lot of people have been doing that on Instagram. There's so many people that just message us on that as well. But you can book online. You can give us a call as well to book an appointment as well. So it's very accessible in terms of how we'll reach you.
Yeah, and if you happen to be in the area and you don't have an appointment, we try our best to accommodate anyone. If we can, we'll accommodate you on the same day.
Great. And what are your hours?
So we're Monday to Friday, 11 to 7, and Saturday, Sunday by appointment at the
Okay.
moment.
Got it. Makes sense.
Awesome.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciate it. We learned a lot.
Thanks
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
It was fun. Thanks so
We'll
much,
see
guys. We
you
really
in a few months.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Great.
Take care.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.